to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 2nd and a yard, Prescott. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Prescott, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 13. 24. 25.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Let's get this.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check right, check right. Check, check.
24 down, he's coming.
Now Johnson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Watson. And he finds Stills. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Where's the tap?
18. I'm coming after you.
24.
Check, 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 check.
31.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Anthony Barr picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop me.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And some room to work. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Cook. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 5 now. Watson, it's complete. Stills. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set. 19.
Watch my boy. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Bang, 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 bang.
Check 3, check 3.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 44, Watson, he gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
The 20, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Johnson, 44 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, look, 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Prescott. And this is Cook with a grab. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Benardrick McKinney able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch the shit. Check 9, check 9.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 50 plus 1.
Coming to you. Coming to you. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there out of Cook. 47 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
They'll run for it with Cook. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It's a keeper with Prescott. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not bad. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Watson now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And an alley to run. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh,